Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Today, you see with this big pink D20 here, you know what that means. It means it's time for Dorking with Dice. That's right, we're doing it with vintage hockey and vintage baseball. Last time we'll see this particular mix in the Magic Box for a little while because the hockey season is over. The Knights have won the Stanley Cup, and so we are going to retire the combo box of baseball and hockey. And we have not rolled in the whole hockey season. It's hard to believe, but we have not rolled a 1. It's ridiculous that this is not. There are probably some other numbers we haven't rolled as well, and I just haven't tracked them because 1, 10, and 20 are always extra special packs. And I've been trying to tempt fate low these last, it's probably been at least a month now that I've been doing this or more. And we are at this point up to having 3 packs in the number 1 spot. 3 packs of very vintage cards from 81, 82 Topps Hockey. So maybe we'll get that one today. If we don't get that one, then we will carry these forward to next week on Friday. We're going to do double dorking, where we will have 2 Magic Boxes, 2 D20s, and a whole variety mix of packs with baseball, hockey, football, probably have a basketball pack or 2 I'll throw in there, and a whole bunch of vintage non-sport as well. It's like anything can happen day in the box. I mean, that's really, you don't know what I'm going to pull out of there when we do double dorking. It could really just be anything, any kind of vintage pack at all could come out of there. You never know. So that's next week on this channel, on this day, on this program. That's what's going to happen this week. It's great times. It's Dorking with Dice. We pulled 2 of the big packs last week. We pulled the 10 and 20 pack last week, so I had to replace those, as well as many other packs. In the 10 spot this week, we have a 1984 Fleer baseball pack. This is a good one. You know what we're looking for in here. It is Don Mattingly rookie card. That's right. Very nice pack. This is one that I've had since 84. It is a very clean, sharp pack, and I am delighted to be putting this in there, and hopefully we will get that one today. That is in the 10 spot. And in the 20 spot, we've got this pack of 89 hockey. This is OPG 89 hockey. Get a Joe Sakic rookie card in here. I think there's also Brian Leach rookie card can be pulled out of here if I'm remembering right. OPG, tough packs to get, and that one is indeed a good one. Of course, plenty of Hall of Famers possible out of that pack as well. So the Dorking box is pretty full with those 3 packs in the 1 slot, and in the number 17 slot, we've got a rack pack. So always try to put something a little extra there, a little more fun, because we do roll 17 quite often here on the channel. Let's roll our first pack and see how we do today on Dorking with Dice. Let's see, our first pack is going to be lucky number 13. All right, very good then. There's 10, 11, 12, and 13 is this pack. Oh yes, it is a favorite of mine here on the channel. It's 1991 Donruss Studio baseball cards, and these are some really just, I enjoy them. They're always delightful to me. Some portrait-style, black and white, artsy sort of photos, and some amazing write-ups on the back, some information about players that you will find literally nowhere else. And then there's this really attractive puzzle piece here. I'm not quite sure. Is that rain going on there? Is that a heavy rain? I'm not quite sure what that is, but that is our puzzle piece. And who does it say? It says it's for Rod Carew, but I don't know, maybe that's part of his shoulder there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I'll put that aside. My son likes the puzzle pieces. The cheesy visage of Frank Viola greets us there. Frank Viola, of course, a longtime pitcher for the Twins and Mets. Let's find out something about Frank Viola. Let's see. His hobbies and interests include golf and bowling, and he likes easy listening music. Oh yeah, sweet music, Frank Viola. He likes that easy listening. Mickey Tettleton there, looking a little anxious. We got Raffy. There's Rafael Palmeiro, giving you that come hither look. That's right. Let's see what Raffy can tell us about himself. He also likes golf, likes all kinds of music. He's indiscriminate about that. His favorite TV show is Happy Days, which aired in the 70s. Maybe he liked it when he was a kid. I don't know. And he collects baseball cards. That's pretty cool. His hero was George Brett. Very interesting. Mark Gubisa there. from the Royals, sporting the mullet, it would appear, if we look closely at that. The big cat, Andres Galarraga. I don't know if I've ever read the back of his card. Let's see what we can find out. He likes painting. I did not know that about Andres. And he enjoys salsa music, likes to watch Cosby, but a lot of people did then. Collects bats, I assume the baseball kind. And he is a Lakers fan. His heroes were Clemente and Reggie Jackson. Those are two very good heroes for him to have. That's pretty neat. Nice card of him. John Olerud, the smiling catcher, first baseman here. I thought it was a catcher. What am I thinking? First baseman there from the Blue Jays. His heroes were Brett Mattingly and his dad. Pretty nice. Greg Jeffries, second baseman. David Justice. All right, we got to see Dave Justice and see what we can find out about him. We got Puckett behind him. Dave Justice likes movies, basketball, playing ping pong, and pool. He also likes rap and rhythm and blues. His favorite TV shows back then were A Different World and In Living Color, which was a comedy variety type show, and anything on ESPN. Well, that's easy to understand. Kirby Puckett there, and our last card is Atlee Hammaker. Let's find out about Kirby Puckett. His hobbies and interests were fishing, jazz music. He also likes In Living Color. Very interesting. That show, I feel like every third or fourth sketch that they did on In Living Color was funny, and the rest of them just were not. That's always how I felt about that. But I feel that way about Saturday Night Live, too, so maybe I'm just a tough crowd. Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer, we'll put that in there. I don't think we hit any other big Hall of Famers out of there. I will leave Atlee Hammaker on top and put that over there, and then we'll roll our second pack of the day here on Dorking with Dice. Very fun to get a studio pack. And I think there is a different year of studio that is also in this box. Now we got number 11. All right, we had lucky 13. Now we're at 11. That's really easy to pull. It is 1992 Fleer. And this is a pretty good pack. I always like the design on these cards with the green. You can also have the potential anyway, to pull an autographed Roger Clemens cards from these packs. I don't remember how many he signed. It was in the low thousands, like maybe 1,000 to 2,000, something like that. But I've never pulled an autographed Clemens from one of these, and I've opened a lot of these in my life. So maybe today is the day. We start off with Chito Martinez from the Orioles, who I do remember. He didn't last too long with them. There's John Olerud. Yes, he is. He's at first base, but he's wearing the batting helmet out there. I remember that now about him. And Jeff Brantley, pitched for the Giants. Luis Aquino, Vaughn Hayes there with the Phillies. League leaders card of Denny Martinez, who was a good Orioles pitcher for a while before going over to Montreal. And we got a prospect card of Scott Brocious from the A's, and he did pretty well for them, but he never really broke out and was a huge star or anything. We got Greg Olson, catcher for the Braves. Scott Bradley. We had Jeff Brantley, and we've got Scott Bradley. We've got Bill Gullickson, played for several different teams. There he is, Doc Gooden, throwing for the Mets. Of course, we got a checklist card. We hadn't gotten one of those yet today. Chris Beasley there pitching, and Tom Gordon as well, good player for the Royals. Kevin Reimer for the Rangers. Steve Olin and Gilberto Reyes from the Expos. Several Expos in there. We don't always get those. I'll leave the Oriole player on top. No big pulls out of there. No Hall of Famers or anything that I'm too excited about. So nothing for the Wolf Lair. Let's hit our third pack. See if we can pull something that we can put over there in the Wolf Lair from this one. Number 3 is weirdly going to be 14. We've rolled 11, 13, and 14. So I know this is 10. 11 is gone. That's 12. 13 is gone. And that gives us 14, which is another baseball pack. Man, we are just skipping all the hockey packs. We've got nothing but baseball. This is 1990 Bowman. And these are nice portrait cards too, actually. These are much more enjoyable portraits than the studio ones, which I find to be kind of creepy. These are in color, and they're a little more interesting. There we have on the front Hall of Famer Robin Yount on the portrait card there. That was sort of a mail-in card you could send in, but that is undoubtedly the Hall of Famer Robin Yount right there. I'll put that in the Wolf Lair, no question about that. Dave Henderson, looking pretty happy to be in the outfield for the A's. Kevin Ritz. We got Roger Smithberg? Roger Smithberg, I don't remember that guy at all. Another card that makes me think yet again this morning I somehow stepped into some alternate reality, which seems to happen to me a lot. Roger Smithberg, wow, I don't remember that guy at all. And there's Tom Glavine. I certainly remember that guy. Nice card of Hall of Famer there, Tom Glavine. the number 2 card in the set. Alan Trammell, a second Hall of Famer, right behind him. That is pretty sweet. I don't think I have that one, actually. That's a nice card. And Rock Reigns. I always like the Tim Raines cards where they use his nickname as his first name rather than Tim. They also even show his chain there. That is pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. I would certainly remember that card. That is awesome. That will definitely go into my Tim Raines binder. Very cool. Sandy Alomar. We flip this over for Dean Wilkins. That's right. Dean Wilkins with the Cubs. Kelly Gruber there. Carlos Martinez with the White Sox. Dave Smith. And we got Howard Johnson, good player for the Mets for several years. Ozzie Guillen, very good shortstop for the White Sox. Always liked him a lot. And Gary Templeton, another good shortstop. He was especially good in his early years with the Cardinals. I thought he was one of the better players in the league back then in the 70s. But he was good with the Padres as well. Really good player. Easy to see why he lasted in the league so long. So we did get a couple of good ones out of there. Really excited about that Tim Raines, which I'm pretty sure I don't have in my book. The Tim Raines binder actually is shared by some other players. I don't have that many Tim Raines cards to go in there, but I do have several. Let's see who is in our fourth. We're going to roll a fourth pack today and see who is in that. We got to hit one of our big packs. I don't know what the deal is with that. We get 4 instead. 4 is the pack we'll get there. So we got number 1 is those 3, number 2, 3, and 4 is Donruss. We have opened this pack a lot lately. I feel like every time I put one of these in the box, it comes up. I don't know why that is. 1990 Donruss. Maybe it's the neon orange, but for some reason we do open a lot of 1990 Donruss whenever one goes in the box. It seems to be, wow, this one's really bonded shut here. This wax definitely on there pretty well. All right, let's keep these out of here. Of course, the backs of the cards also fluorescent orange. We should get another puzzle piece in here. We'll see if we can identify this one. This is a Yastrzemski puzzle, and we do get the last part of his last name, so that's better than just some gray shading. Of course, some good Hall of Famers in here. Also, a couple of error cards in here to keep our eye out for. Glenn Bragg starts things off here from the Brewers. Bob Malachy, pitcher for the Orioles for several years. Bo Allred. Bryn Smith from Montreal. It's an Expos Day here on the channel. Mike Harkey. Kirk McCaskill from the Angels. Greg Brock, another Brewer there. Mike Pagliarulo there with the Padres. Mike Sharperson there. Mitch Webster. Jeff Kunkel, good shortstop for a little while for the Rangers. Tim Tuffle. And Greg Jeffries, 2 Mets back-to-back. Teddy Higuera, got to shout out Big Al. Big Al's cards. If you haven't been over to Big Al's channel, I hope you will. He is a huge fan of the barrel-chested Teddy Higuera, and I hope that if you have that one, Al, or you don't have it, let me know, and I'll be happy to mail it to you. Scott Lusader and Sergio Valdez finishes things off there, pitcher for the Braves. I'll leave Teddy on top to remind Al to let me know if he needs that one. And, something I've noticed in the last, I think, 48 hours or so on YouTube is sometimes YouTube is not actually posting the comments that you leave for people. That has been happening to me when I've been trying to post comments on other people's channel. I'll check back and my comment's not there, so I have to post it again. And a few of you have told me that you've tried to post comments to my channel and have had to do the same thing. God is Great actually was the first one to bring this to my attention. Ken over there in Japan, who is an ardent viewer and fan of this channel. I appreciate that so much, Ken. Ken is, I can't say enough nice things about him. He is just one of the most supportive, positive people in the hobby. He leaves comments for so many different channels and is always very, very positive and supportive. Just a really nice guy and a great member of the card community. Really appreciate you, Kenny, and I hope you're having a good time over there. Hope the rain has slowed down. Ken and I were trading comments about how much rain we were getting this week. Let's roll one more pack. We got 4 that we've opened, and they have all been baseball. That is weird. So we're going to roll a 5th pack, and hopefully we'll get some hockey, because it's split. It's like 50-50 in this box. I put 10 of each in there. I don't know how we have not rolled a hockey pack yet. That is weird. Something strange without rolling a hockey. We got to try for one here. Here's our 5th roll. Let's see how we do. It is 18, so I think 18 might be a hockey. It should be. It is, yes. 18 is 1991 Topps Hockey. We haven't opened this for quite a while on the channel, I think. You get an insert card, a scoring leaders glossy card in every pack of this product, and this is in the plastic wrapper, the cellophane wrapper there. This was just when Topps was starting to make the changeover from the traditional wax wrappers to the plastic wrappers. And I think this was, I'm trying to think, I believe this was the first hockey product where they did that. So 1991 Topps Hockey, get this off of there. Looking for Hall of Famers in here, of course, and we'll see right away what our glossy insert card is. It's Phil Housley, who was the team scoring leader for the Jets that year. Phil Housley. We get a checklist card right off the top. And then Mike Ricci, Super Rookie. That's a pretty good card, actually. That's probably one of the better rookies in this set, if I'm remembering right. That's not a bad card at all. We got Adam Oates, good player there, tripping up somebody from the North Stars. Adam Oates. And Ed Belfour, very nice Calder Trophy Ed Belfour card. That will certainly go into the Wolf lair. Very good card. Mike Tomlak from the Whalers. Donald Audette, another top prospect card there. We got two. That's a super rookie and a top prospect. I have no idea what the difference is between those, why we would get one and then the other. I don't know what the difference is. Brian Glenn, maybe he was the North Stars player getting tripped up by Adam Oates back there. Todd Krieger, Darryl Rio, and there's John Van Beesbrook. Pretty good goalie there for the Rangers. A lot of people collect him. Good player, certainly. And Dave Poulin. We got Al McInnes, longtime player in the NHL there with the Flames and not wearing a helmet. This was around the time when, if you'd been in the league long enough, you still didn't have to wear a helmet if you didn't want to, which was crazy. But of course, hockey players, what are you going to do with them, those scamps? Sylvain Cote there from the Whalers, and we finish off with Doug Brown from the Devils. All right, we finally get a hockey pack. That is our 5 packs for today. We've been doing 5 on the channel just about every week lately. I'm not satisfied with what we've been getting. We didn't roll any of our big packs, but fear not, because all of these packs will be going into next week's Double Dorking episode. These will be scattered throughout the 2 magic boxes that we will use on that episode. And that is going to be a lot of fun. I always enjoy being able to fill up both of those boxes with some really good stuff, really good vintage stuff, really random stuff that I have never opened on the channel before. You'll see plenty of that on next week's episode of Dorking with Dice on Friday. I'll be back on Monday. Monday is a federal holiday here, and I believe I will be able to shoot a video. I think I still have childcare that day, so I should be able to shoot a video pretty easily on Monday, I hope. And that will be a mail day. I'm planning on making it a follow-up to the mail day we had this past week, where Average Joe sent us piles and piles of cards. So many that I could not open them all. And I'm going to open the rest. There were several, quite a few little stack of unopened packs in there, so I'm going to open those on Monday, so you can look forward to that. Should be quite the variety of packs in there. I think we're going to have fun with that. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Here's a look once again at what went into the Wolf lair. Eddie Belfour and Rock Reigns. That one is one for the PC for sure. Alan Trammell, Tom Glavine, and Robin Yount. And then there's a Kirby Puckett Studio card. So some pretty nice names. Some good cards went in there. Not many hockey packs today, but still a lot of fun. Hope you guys have a great weekend and that you are doing something enjoyable and or relaxing. And I will see you back here on Monday. As always, happy collecting.